Hey traders, Nick Shaheen here looking at Nikola, a somewhat controversial ticker because of the recent accusations that it was all bunk. This morning, what is today? The 21st October. It had a little bump, I think, probably after GM was speaking about it casually and didn't raise any flag. Reminded everybody that it wasn't the only one that did due diligence on this company, Nikola, and a whole bunch of investors did that. To me, I'll have to disclose what I think about it. First time I saw the guy, forgot his name now, the spokeschairman, whatever he was. Um, I did not like him. I did not like the fact they called it Nikola. They copied Tesla, and so my comment was immediately, and it was public about it, that the guy seemed more proud of his stock than his company. So, and then I saw him later. I changed my mind on, okay, so maybe this guy really cares about the company. So I traded it on the long side. And I did well with a couple of trades. And then the last one was kind of a fizzled small bite on calls that went nowhere because the whole mess broke out. So I don't have current trades on it that need a rally. So I'm not worried about it. So I want to just talk about the chart itself. Since we don't know what the hell's going on, why don't we just say, okay, I'll ignore everything and let, as they say, price is truth, right? So let's see what the price says and see if we can say, here's what's probably going to happen. All right, this is the chart, daily, untouched. I'm going to show you all my lines and update them live. So I do a lot of lines as we go, and I delete the ones I don't need anymore. Like these two yellow ones. They showed a tight zone at the time on a different time frame with two possible outcomes, one up, one down. The one that was down played out almost perfectly. You can see how the bottom held towards the end of the yellow line. I don't need these anymore. That was a tight situation that's gone. I do have this channel here. I'm going to keep it because of this one candle. I like to see it. I want to see it going further. I don't need these. That was a tight situation on a different time frame that resolved itself down. I do want this yellow zone. I'll keep it here for now. This tight situation here I don't need. That was higher lows knocking on a roof. Either break out or give it back. They broke out. Let's see. The top was almost perfect to my estimate. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying that these things play out according to normal price action rules. I don't need this one. Okay, so let's zoom in to eliminate all these doohickeys here. So I definitely don't need this or that. This is going to be a resistance zone. If and when they come back to it, somewhere around here. That's a zone. I should have left those lines. Okay, so clearly there's going to be resistance here, here, definitely this whole area. Massive fail. Okay, let's zoom back to a day. So that's the chart cleaned up. All right, so there's one pretty dang important line out of all of these. I'll give you a second to see if you can find it. This one. Important to the rhetoric that is now. I'll tell you what I mean in a second. So this was a massive fail back whenever, in March. They came back to it, failed again, came back to it, and launched everything off of it. Everything. Until this last tizzy. You think this is a coincidence? That it stopped exactly here? I don't think so. So this could have marked a bottom, a tradable bottom. Now we have set higher lows. So we have a small trend of higher lows. We have a huge trend of lower highs coming to a point. Something's going to happen in this area. And they're going to decide which way they want to commit to it. What area? Somewhere here. Something's going to happen. How? I don't know. So let's go down to 240. This is where you make an assumption. Okay, so I want to side with the bulls because they have a huge trend line they're trading off of. They defended it in a very sharp candle with long tail. They have proceeded to put higher lows, lower highs. Look how tight of a situation we have. So it could unfold like this. They could probably, what is today? 2350. So they're already somewhere here. So the path would be go to here, somewhere, fail, and then go to the next possible fail zone, fail again, and then come up to somewhere around here, and then there'll be a different battle up here. So this is a possible path. So you think I stopped too short, but this is $32. It's 23 pre-open right now. The market hasn't opened yet. The alternative would be is if complete collapse and they're absolutely a sham, something happens, they fall to here and they lose that. If they lose that, all bets are off. I don't know where they go. All bets are off. We have nothing recent to ping off. Then you go into this jungle. So I went lower, clearly to zero. This I shouldn't do that. Somebody's gonna get all pissed off about it. How about this? All bets are off. I don't know where it's gonna go. Open season. Yeah, open season. So I'll leave it down there. But the possible upside path is that. Let me see if I can get a different time frame that will give me something else. 60 minute? I mean, the ranges are so big that it makes it an ugly chart to look at when you go into smaller time frames. All I know is levels. I know there's going to be a hard fight around 2750 if they get there. There's going to be a hard fight around 25-ish. There's going to be a hard fight where it's at right now, 2350 into 24. This orange line is for this period of time, I'm going to say from the middle of September. This orange line is where they traded it the most. And the line just above it, so this from here to here is where bulls and bears were most active. So then if price goes into it and they're most active, it's going to act as breaks. So it's going to be a battle, which means resistance. All right, so this is my forecast. If the bulls continue in charge, they might follow a path that looks like this. Every peak here is just a fight zone. It doesn't have to fall that much, just because it's probably going to stall or fall, and that's fine. As long as they maintain the higher low, it's just a swing trade. How do I get long? If I was a believer in the stock, I'd buy it and hold it forever, or I can buy calls or call spreads that are leaps, like into next year. This way I don't have to sweat every tick. Or I can sell puts or put spreads. I don't sell naked puts unless I want to own the shares. That's a good way of just creating income, being bullish, and leaving room for error. All right, Nick signing out.